Hello, and happy Sippin' Saturday. Welcome to your bubbly life. I am super excited. If you don't know who I am your host, Tiara, aka T, the Wine Diva. And I love helping you find your purpose, tap into who you are, get connected with self so that you can live in freedom and joy and love and have, in fact, a bubbly life. Yes, it can be totally include bubbles if you want it to, but no alcohol required. I prefer the bubbles, but it doesn't have to look exactly like that. The whole purpose is to help heal and cleanse and get in tuned so that you know who you are and where you want to go. And it is so beautiful and so excited. And so I'm excited for today and talk about claiming it. Are you claiming it? Today is a new moon. And for those who are not familiar with like the moon cycles and all that kind of stuff, the new moon is a great time to set new intentions, to set new like manifesting. It's an amplifying kind of energy. If you think about it, so like if you look up at the sky and you look at the moon during the new moon, there is no moon, right? But it is on its way to becoming a full moon. So it is growing, it is amplifying, it is a new beginning kind of energy. So you're taking that energy and you're rising it up and growing it. Thank you, Rosalie. Rosalie says, "Hi, Tiara, you look amazing today." So I will mention. So for this live podcast broadcast for A Bubbly Life, we stream to multiple places and the audio is pulled for the podcast. And if you ever want to watch it live, it is typically live at 11:11 Pacific Standard Time in the morning, a.m., 11:11 a.m. at Pacific Standard Time on Saturdays inside the A Bubbly Life Facebook group actually, I take that back. Not inside the A Bubbly Life Facebook group. Typically I would do like a tarot reading in there on Saturdays after this live. But because we have things going on today, schedule's a little bit shifty shoe. So I did my new moon ritual this morning. I also went live inside of TikTok because now I have that capability. I have enough followers on the TikTok to go live. So I got dressed live over there. If you're not familiar with TikTok live, it is just like a one snapshot. So like if you're not live for it, you missed it, but that's no big deal because I'll be live multiple times over there. So search Wine Diva Tiara or A Bubbly Life. You should be able to find me and we can get connected over there. I also do collective card pulls for tarot over there as well. Just like inside my like the little like 1 minute videos or whatever. So if you get a message, like that message is for you kind of a thing, but not individual stuff. All individual card pulls are inside the A Bubbly Life community right now. And I'm super excited and I might as well throw it out. As of right now, until April 2nd, 2021, the community is only $11.11. So you can sign up and be a founding member for that cost. It should be in the description of this video. If not, I can send it to you. Just shoot me a message and I can get you the link so you can sign up and get that founding member cost. Otherwise, it's going to go up to $22 a month. Hello, Whitney. How are you? Oh, I'm super excited. And so we're bringing some great stuff inside A Bubbly Life between not just the card pulls, but also Reiki healing. And Whitney, who is actually live right now, she is going to be doing a tapping session actually next Friday, March 19th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we're going to work through some stuff where we're going to tap through self-worth and being enough so that you can really open up, so you can really start to realize your purpose and step into your purpose, because that's what we're about. Yes. So today we're talking about claiming it. Yes. We're talking about owning it, because this new moon energy is fire. And I don't even think I finished saying the point of why I'm all like dulled up today. One, it's because I'm feeling fucking amazing. I am feeling so good. But like I woke up, I went to master the brain game. I was like, it's time to do my new moon ritual and call in all of the awesomeness and claim all of the awesomeness and speak all of the awesomeness into my life, into my world, and share it with the universe. So the universe and God and all the people, all the ancestors, your guides, everybody knows what's going on and where you want to go and where I want to go. Yes, royalty. That's what's happening right now. I'm feeling like royalty. But all of that. I even have my queen mask with me today because we are going to drag brunch. And you know what? If nothing else makes me feel like a queen, it's hanging out with a bunch of queens and being like, yes, honey. So I'm really excited. We're going to drag brunch. So this is my drag brunch look because I gotta like slay. I gotta serve when we're being served. Okay. Mimosas are happening. It's gonna be a bubbly day. It is going to be a bubbly day. It's also Dine LA and Los Angeles right now, which means that you can get like really cool deals. Let's talk like 4-course meals for like a nice little pricey food. So we're gonna just like do all the things. You love my enthusiasm. So fun. Yes, gotta be fun. Gotta have a good time, right? That's what I'm about. That's what a bubbly life is about. Is about just claiming what looks like fun to you, what looks like freedom to you, what is your joy. It doesn't have to look like mine. If drag brunch isn't your thing, like it's not your thing, but I freaking love it. So I want to do it, right? So with all of that being said, all of the crazy going on right now, we're gonna ground in a little bit. We're gonna take a little breath. I invite you to breathe with me. And we're going to talk a little bit about this energy, this new moon. Like, even if you're listening on a replay, if you're listening to the podcast usually posts like a week after the fact. So it's not a new moon for you currently if you're listening on the podcast side. But you know what? There's going to be another new moon, and that's fine. And you know what? Any day is a good day to set your intentions, to get clear on what you want to do with your life, to get clear on what you want. And you know what? It doesn't have to be something grandiose and big. I know for me, I have this vision of basically, it's like creating heaven on earth, right? It is creating a space and a place for people to feel comfortable, to show up as exactly who they are, to find where they want to go and like what they want to do and who they want to be in this life. And I want to be the person to help support that. I want to help heal all of the past trauma and all the past negative self-talk and all the past stuff that's like fears and judgments that's been like holding you back, so that you feel like you're in a safe space to step into who you want to be and where you want to go. And so that's what I want to do. I want to help create a world where people feel supported, people feel loved, people feel like it's okay. And I say people because I am all about inclusivity. I just said I'm going to drag brunch, right? Like I am like all about like honoring non-binary. I'm like the language isn't there right now because you know what? It doesn't matter how you like to identify. I support you. And as long as you have like a loving heart and an open and compassionate heart and you are supportive of others, I support you, honey. Like I don't have time to drink anybody's haterade. I don't have time. Nope. That is not the bubbles I want to be sipping on. So I am not about that, but like if we are like talking about love and being open and like all that, I welcome you. I welcome you to my space, to a bubbly life, to the community, to all of that. And I invite you to be a part of all of that. So with saying all of that, owning who you are, claiming it, and then speaking it. That is what I want to really encourage you to do right now. I want to say, like, with this energy, with this time of like manifesting magic, we can write it down and like put it in our little journal. And I mean, I know when I do my rituals and I talk about like what I want to bring in and I'm really focusing in and grounding in, I do like to write it down. I like to take a little scripty saying like I'm calling in like list 13 things, right? And I like call all the things in. But you know what? I also take the time to say it. I say it out loud and I feel it into my body because that's how I am. That's who I am. Like writing to me, while it's putting pen to paper, so it creates a visual so I can see it and it's in front of me and it's in my brain, so it's working on multiple levels. You're doing the motion of writing, you are looking at it, so you're seeing it, so it's like being embodied in multiple different ways for your brain space. I need to speak it. For me, I need to speak it. Speaking is what really like feels into my body. I am an actor. I'm a trained actor. That's what I do. I love to talk. I love to dance. I love to get into the body. And when you get into your body, when you get it grounded in, when you talk about and you speak your truth, that's how it like you feel it. That's how you kind of push that fear out. For me, like what it's like, there's like a little bit of nervousness in the body or whatever, but the more you speak it, the more you get comfortable with it, the more that little, like, I don't know, Karen, I like to, like, I'm thinking I'm going to name my ego Karen, because like your ego's there to kind of like protect you, but like it usually just sounds like a little bitch that's just like not there for your highest good, right? Like they're just trying to hold you back, and they're just like they're pissing on your fire, right? They're just pissing on your parade. We ain't got time for that. So I think Karen is going to be a good name for her, because she just like does not serve me. Serve me for my greatest good, right? So, you know, when she starts talking and she's like blah 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 blah, and they're like, gone somewhere. This is not you. You are not talking to the manager. You are talking to the manager right now, and this manager says you don't belong here. This is not your space. Yes. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's right, Whitney. Holla fucking Luya. I love it. Whitney says, I'd love a drag brunch, although we don't see that much here in rural Minnesota. That I bet you don't. So yes, I love it. Yes, I love drag brunch. So Whitney, whenever you have time, you are more than welcome to come to the party and play with us. Anyways, as I was saying, claiming it and owning what it is that you want and who you like want to be is so important. You can't hide it. Yes, you can't hide who and what and where you want to go. Now, I'm not saying shout it from the rooftops. If you do not have the confidence in yourself to shout it from the rooftops and tell anybody and then fight and fight for your thing, don't. I don't think it's not important for you to justify what you want to do and who you want to be and where you want to go and all of that. There's no need for that. So you don't need to co-create with that energy. But that's being said, if you're not ready to be all right, well, this is me and this is what I want to do. And if you got a problem with it, boo for you. Because you know what? Do me. I do me. You do you. Okay. So if you don't have the space to that feeling, that confidence to really step into that, one, I invite you to the Bubbly Life, because we'll support you and we will add oxygen to your fire and not piss on it. Choose the right people to be around. Choose who what I like to call a soul family is. Choose who you're going to speak to and share your ideas with. If you are someone that's entrepreneurial, find a good coach. They're going to hold you accountable, which I think is amazing. They're going to hold you accountable. You got to find the right coach, right? It's not someone that's just going to be oh, you're doing great, and you're not doing anything, but also not someone that's going to yell at you and be all up in your face when you probably aren't doing the things, but you also are trying to prioritize your energy, right? So you got to find that right person for yourself, right? And that person is who you're going to share your dreams and your vision and where you're going to go. And they're going to help to give you little ideas and tweaks and whatever. We had a beautiful talk in Master the Brain Game this morning. And if you're not a part of that, I highly recommend whenever Jen Kohler does that again. It's a Master the Brain Game as a part of her Embody Reiki program. And I actually just got my first level 1 attunement this past week. So I'm really excited for that. So definitely bringing Reiki healing into the Bubbly Life community as soon as I get my distance healing attunement going on. So I'm really excited to bring all of that energy, to bring all of that fun. But anyways, bringing it back, reeling it back in. When you're talking to people, if they're someone that hasn't been where you want to go, are they really the right person to talk to? I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying, if they haven't been where you want to go, is that really the person that you really want to talk to? Are they really the person that's going to help you go and help you grow? Probably not. If they're there if they want to support you and they want to just shout your name from the rooftops and recommend you, sure, you can tell them your dreams, but you don't need to tell everybody. You don't need to tell everybody everything. But you do need to claim it for yourself. You do need to tell yourself, and you do need to get clear with yourself. And one of the fun things about this whole process of life and this journey that we call life is that we can change our vision. We can change our purpose. We can feel out what feels good and what doesn't. Like maybe this feels good to do for like a little bit of a time, but maybe not for the rest of life. So it can shift, it can change, and we can choose what we want to work with and what we don't, which is amazing and beautiful. And we can choose who we spend our time with and who we share our biggest dreams with. We can choose to actually live in our purpose, or we can choose to just do what, like, you know, might be the comfortable thing, but not necessarily the thing that like makes us happy. It's all a choice. It's all choice. You've allowed to change your mind and choose. That's right, Whitney. You are allowed to change your mind and choose. And you know what? If you're choosing, like, I want to be comfortable right now and I want to just like hang out and just listen and watch and see the world consciousness grow and do the things, and I'm happy where I am right now, that's cool. You can also choose to do big, crazy, amazing, wonderful things if that is your desire. You can do what you want. You can claim what you want. Can you hear the door opening? That is your door opening right now. You can choose. You can choose to walk through it, or you can choose to close it. You can choose to just, like, I don't know, go out a window. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. You can choose to work with what you want to work with. You can choose to claim where you want to go and what you want to do with your life, or you can choose to just let it pass you by. You can choose. And I want to give you that permission today. I also want to give you permission to choose to join us inside A Bubbly Life. You have to, hold on. Jen Kohler said this to me, and it's probably it's going to be my new like life's mantra, right? I used to say to myself, I do what I have to do, so I do what I want to do. And that energy was all about like doing all the things I don't really like and I don't really care for, and like, you know, just so it can be off my plate, off of my to-do list, off of the whatever. And it usually was also a bunch of shit that like somebody else said that I had to do that I didn't really want to do anyway. It didn't really serve me, didn't really serve my purpose. So like I do what I have to do so I can like have this spaciousness to do what I want to do, right? And it's just an energy I no longer want to like co-create with. Why can't I just do what I want to do? And what I want to do supports all of the things. Like, why can't all of the like I have to's be what I want to's? And I've come to that realization, right? So Jen said, you have to decide in order to thrive, or something along those lines. In order to thrive, you must decide. And I decide to thrive. I decide to choose to do the things that light me up and set me on fire. So, do you decide to choose to be a Bubbly Life member? I invite you to join us over there. And you know what? If it's not your time, it's not your time. It's totally fine. We also have the co-op, which is a beautiful community. It is a free community with so many other collaborators and co-creators and coaches and healers and magic makers that you can get so much quality content over there for free and be a part of that community. And that community will also support you in helping create your vision and build your dreams and all of that. Yes. So I invite you to see you in the spaces and the places. I invite you to follow me on TikTok. I invite you to follow me on YouTube, Twitch, Switch, all of the places, all of the things. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching. I thank you for inviting your friends. You are wonderful and beautifully and amazingly made. And I love you. Cheers. Mwah.